guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new up in this place, you are welcome, and I do hope that you enjoy this video and you do consider joining the family by pressing the subscribe button and switching on your notification bell so that you're notified the next time I upload another video. And to my returning subscribers, thank you guys for joining me back again. I missed you so much. I hope you missed me too. Welcome back, and I do hope you also enjoyed this video. Do not hesitate, do not forget to comment, to like, and to share, and to share your views, share your opinions, so that I know what you're thinking about this video based on the title and the content of this video. So today we are doing the things I wish I knew before I started dating. And this came about because yesterday was youth day, and I just found myself thinking about my youth and everything that has happened and some of the things that I could have done better, and where else to start than from the dating side of things, right? So before wasting any more of our time, let's get right into this video. Okay guys, so I did write things that I would like to focus on. I wrote them down because I do not want to forget. I do not want to fumble because I can't remember one of them, you know. So if I do look on the side, please bear with me. I'm trying to remind myself what the next point should be. And yeah, so this is not a video about going back to the past or regret. I do not regret anything and everything that I went through. I believe I'm the person that I am today because of everything that I went through. But I do believe that some things could have been done better, you know, and the only way to do things better is to know better. So I know better now, and then when I look back, I realize that had I known better, I would have done things this way or that way. So talking about this, in making this video and talking about these specific things, is because I want to share. I want to try and share, and when I talk about these things, I put them into perspective, and hearing your thoughts, hearing what you guys think about these things, I also get to learn so much. So yeah, before like having me get carried away, you know, I can talk for so many minutes for such a long time. Before I get to that, let's start with the first thing that I wish I knew before I started dating. So that will be, I wish I knew that I did not have to date if I did not want to, or if I didn't feel ready to, because I grew up and I found the dating happening around me. Like people were dating each other, people were doing the things, you know. So because there was no one to tell me that this is happening because of this, people are doing this because of that, you know, just to explain the whole situation, I thought it was happening because it had to happen. Like there was no way one can run away from it. And so I got in, like I literally just jumped in like that. And I was so young when I started dating. I was very young, and I felt under pressure to date because everyone else around me was dating. So I thought, you know what, maybe this is also what I have to do, so let's do it because everyone else is doing it. So I do wish that someone had sat me down and told me, Shabo, you do not have to date if you don't want to. You don't have to date if you're not ready to, because now when you are getting into something that you don't know and you're learning as you go, it's much more difficult than if you got in and you knew why you are getting in and what you're expecting and what is expected of you, you know. So I do wish that I knew I didn't have to date. I do, honestly. I think I wouldn't have started at the age that I started had I known that it's not a must to date. It's not a you must do it, you know. I wish I would have postponed it for a little bit until I felt like I can date and I can handle dating and stuff like that. So yeah, that will be number one. And then number two, what I wish I knew before I started dating is that I wish I was mentally ready. I wish I was prepared in every way to start dating when I finally did start dating. Not even finally, because it just happened. It's not like I put it on a pause and then I said I'm gonna start here. No, it just started. So I do wish that I was ready, especially mentally, guys, especially mentally and psychologically. I wish, and emotionally as well, I wish I was ready. I wish I was prepared when I started dating. And this is because I feel like the journey was a bit hard on me, the dating journey, like finding myself in the love side of things, in the dating side of things, and trying to accommodate someone into my space. I wish I was ready for that. I wish I knew way more. Like, I wish I knew way more, which would have prepared me for the dating grounds. I wish because now what I'm trying to say is, if I was prepared, that would have meant that I know what I'm getting into, and I know what I'm going to do to survive in what I'm getting into. You know, some of the things that happened when I was in those relationships, when I was dating, I didn't know how to deal with them, and because of that, the effects were very negative to my mental health, specifically to building me. To some of them, you can even still see today, I can even still see today that this is a learned behavior from this specific relationship. So if I had like developed mental strength or mental strategies to deal with what I would have known I was going to deal with in a relationship, it would have made it easier to deal with everything that happened in the relationships and not have them affect me the way they did. I'm gonna give you an example. So I was once like in a relationship where I was beaten, you know, and because of I didn't know why that was happening, I thought it's supposed to happen, you know. I thought it was for my good in the relationship. I thought it's, you know, when you discipline a child, you know you're disciplining them for good. You want them to do good. You want them to do better. That is how I took being beaten in the relationship. And when I got into another relationship and the beating did not happen, it literally felt like something was missing. Like, why am I not being disciplined, you know? So had I known that I'm not supposed to be beaten at all, I'm not supposed to be slapped in a relationship, then it wouldn't have affected me in a way that when I get into another relationship, I'm expecting it to happen again, you know? That was just an example. So I really do wish that I was prepared. I really do wish that I knew a lot. I do wish that I knew so much to take me through the relationship stuff, because guys, relationships, it's not a child's play. Honestly, it's not a child's play. I mean, I would have expected to get into a relationship and have it all be lovey-dovey and soft and stuff. They were not, and I say they because it was a number of relationships. I mean, obviously you guys don't think I just woke up and I got married. No, I dated quite a number of people, and I think that's normal. That's why I'm talking about it here. I think that's normal. I think everyone goes through that. I think people are still going through that while trying to find their Mr. Right, you know. Yeah, so number 3, moving on, moving right along. Number 3 would be, I wish I knew that I'm supposed to love myself, that I must love myself. I wish I knew that I was supposed to define what love is before I could expect someone to love me, right? So this is to say that I got into relationships while I did not know what love looks like. So whatever that I was given in these relationships, I took it as love. And most of the things, when I look back at them today, a lot of them damaged me, to tell you the truth. A lot of them affected me negatively. So I talk to myself with that. Had I known what love was, I would have known that this, what I am being given, is not a sign of love. It does not represent love. It's not supposed to happen in a place where we say we are meeting because of love. It's not supposed to be done by someone who claims to love you, you know. So had I established that myself, had I known what loving myself meant, had I known that if I love myself, this is what I'm supposed to do to myself, then I would have known that if someone comes in and claim that they love me, this is what they are supposed to be doing to prove that love that they are saying that exists, you know. So I really, really do wish that I had developed that with myself. I had known that, Chabo, you need to have a relationship with yourself first before you can be in a relationship with someone else who is not even your mother's child. Because yay, we went through a lot in this love journey. Yay. Guys, like, I went through so much, but I'm making this video from a happy place that I'm glad I overcame. Some people don't get to. Some people even die in these relationships hoping that one day, just one day, things will change, and they don't, you know. So I'm making this video from a happy place that these things happen and I learned so much from them and I made it out alive, you know. I really do wish that, back to the abusive relationship, like, it even sounds weird calling it an abusive relationship, because when it was happening I didn't think it was abuse, because I thought that's what you do when you love someone. You discipline them, you do things to them, you know. It's so strange. Like, I'm sitting where I am and I understand why people stay in abusive relationships. There is so many reasons, but I know that this reason that I also went through it, other people are still in it as we speak. There are people who are sitting in relationships and they're being beaten every day because they believe, they are staying because they believe that they are supposed to be beaten because they were wrong, because they were not doing the right things, because they spoke in a way that they were not supposed to speak. Thus, they must be disciplined, and being disciplined is okay, you know. I know there are people who are still in those relationships, and I don't blame myself for being there. I don't. I believe it had to happen for this video to exist. That had to happen. It had to be done. Nshaba had to go through that for this video to be made today and have her talk about she wishes that she knew better. I really do wish that I knew better. I really do wish that I knew that the color of love for me is green, so that I know that if a person comes with a purple, I know that I want a green, you know. Then I can turn the purple down, because green is what love is to me. I really do wish I knew. I do like, but I know better now, and that is not to say we are not making mistakes. We are, but I know better now. I know better that I knew then, and I know that my kids, my children, will not have to go through what I went through simply because they didn't know better. I think they will know better. I believe they will know better because I know better, you know. Yeah, so that will be the third thing. And lastly, I wish I knew that I was complete the way I am. I wish I knew that I didn't need someone else to complete me, you know. I wish, like, because I you know, when it got to a point where I dated because I felt like something was missing, you know, like I'm missing something. I need that person to make me feel human, to make me feel whole, to make me feel like I am human. I'm a human being, you know. I do wish that I didn't get into a relationship simply because I felt like something was missing. Honestly, I wouldn't want my child doing bad to themselves, because it's not worth it. So I do wish someone, like, I don't know who I had expected to teach me all these things, but I do wish that someone had taken time, man. Like, they had taken time and sat me down and told me, Chabo, you do not need to date simply because you are feeling incomplete. You do not need to date because you're feeling like something is missing. No, you can only date because now when you date someone, there must come two complete people who will then complement each other. You know, that's what we date for. But I was like this whole empty thing which needed someone who was full to come and fill me. And that was very toxic. Like, from just starting from just the reason why I was dating, it made the whole situation very toxic. It made me open to taking everything that comes with that relationship, because I am already feeling empty. So you being here completes me. So I need you to be here to make me feel human, to make me feel complete, you know. So I do wish that I didn't put myself through that, but I am happy that I did. I am happy that I went through all of that. I am happy that I didn't know better. And I'm happy that now I know better. And I'm happy that my children will know better because I had to go through all of that. And I do hope that from watching this video, you also know better. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for sticking around until this point. I really, really appreciate people who watch until the end. I really appreciate you guys. And until the next video, let's meet then. I love you so much, and I hope you are well wherever you are, and you are good, and the winter is not killing you. So until the next video, guys, let's see each other then. I love you. Bye-bye.